Well, welcome to My Toy Life. This is our 30th episode. I can't believe it's been that long. Wow, 30 weeks already. We've had a lot of good shows, a lot of fun times. So I just want to thank you for joining us. Please like and share it. Share it on some other platforms. Get the word out. Help us get more subscribers and help us get this great information to all the people that will be interested. Tonight, our guest is Mike Combs, and he'll be with us in a few minutes. He's in the green room relaxing right now. We don't have a Coke or anything for him in there. But let's bring in Rick. Hello,
Hey,
Rick.
Terry. How
How are
you
you
doing
today?
today? Good.
Good. Me too. Me too. Me too. It's just
Good.
been a kind of a busy day, but I'm grateful for every one of them. Amen.
Yeah, not as hectic as last week, so that's good.
No, no. So I found a couple of things today that I was going to show real quick. Uh, Down there at the Dollar Tree. This is. Let's see if I can get this up here. They had this fashion doll,
Yeah,
and in there were these ski
no,
poles
yeah.
and ski shoes, and then she came with a helmet and some
Oh, you got
jeans. Yeah, yeah. And I thought,
oh,
hey,
figure.
it's kind of hard sometimes to find female clothes.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
I just
Good.
and it was only $1, so you can't beat that, man. Not with a stick.
No, no, good, good score.
I got one more thing I show real quick. This is from the 2014 Joe Lanta.
Yeah,
He's the Nautilus gunner. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else has seen this before, but
yeah.
I picked it up the other night.
That's a good one.
I'm going to be selling it in a few days. The thing that I like about it most is this Charles Bronson head sculpt,
Yeah,
that that blue T-shirt, and
yeah,
that peacoat. Oh,
yeah.
that
Nice.
peacoat! It's nice, and of course, he comes with this harpoon, a
Oh, yeah.
homemade harpoon. I think I know who made this for the Joe Lanta. He also has a hat and a unique gun. I think they actually, I don't know if you can see it, but they
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
molded that somehow. So what you got to show us tonight?
Let's see. I'll start out with a cowboy.
A cowboy.
Cowboy.
And you had to start with my favorite, right?
Well, this is. Remember we talked about the
Yeah, it's a
Josh
different
Randall
yeah, it's a
figure.
different head, right?
Well, this is on a GI Joe body. And this is, of course, Josh's outfit with his
Mm-hmm.
mare's leg. And this
Mm-hmm.
is the belt that came with it. But unfortunately, again, when I took this apart, the holster for the mare's leg disintegrated, gone.
Right,
Can't use it.
right.
So, but I managed to save the belt with its little bullets, you know. And the
Yeah.
jacket again is a little sticky. It's not too bad. It's actually dried out a little bit. But that's the caustic plastic outfit. So I could get him a rig from Battle Gear
Mur-
Toys if I wanted to finish him.
Murray could probably make you one.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Murray could make you one to fit that.
So this is one I made a while back, and this was my Mountain Man.
Uh-huh.
And this outfit is a vintage Davy Crockett outfit. The hat,
Huh.
some of his the little bag.
So who would have made that, I wonder?
I want to say it was Mattel, and I
Okay.
found it on eBay. Had the figure, you know, kind of like a Ken doll. But
Yeah,
the outfit
yeah.
is the outfit is nice. It's held up over time. His
It looks good. It looks
yeah, his
good.
hat is good. I threw on some extras, little those are Tonto from Captain Action, Tonto moccasins.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, those bear claws that came from that one series that had the duck hunters and stuff, didn't it?
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Those are some good claws, man. I like that.
And the
Here's
head is that's Wildman from Easy Company.
That's a good use of him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sergeant Rock.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I got another one, and this one I grabbed because I saw what Mike Combs had done with this. This was my version. It's a Spaceman,
Okay.
and
Okay.
this is the what was the Spaceman? Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear. Wow.
Yeah, it came with this action pack that the helmet and the chest plate, the belt, the boots were all separate, so you didn't have to do any cutting or anything. And all I did was put him in a black outfit. The boots are funky because
Yeah.
they're open,
Yeah.
but I just put a little dab of super glue, and as long as you look at him from the front, it doesn't look too bad.
Nope. Nope.
You know?
No.
And he's got the I think the inner cowl thing is from one of the Apollo astronauts, one of the G.I. Joe Apollo astronauts.
Right.
And one last one I did. This was another small Joe. And this was my Buck Hazard. And this was the guy that was shooting the dinosaur. I did the picture. I posted it.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that the other night. That was cool.
Yeah. That's a good one. I grabbed him because, again, I saw that Mike does, deal. He buys smaller Joes and small figures. Yeah. So I thought he might get a kick out of that.
Well, let's bring him on and let him tell us about whatever he wants to say about that.
All right.
Here's Mike Combs.
Hey, Mike.
How you doing, guys? Greetings from the mitten. We're having a beautiful day today. Ready to talk about Joes.
Yeah. What do you think about that thing that he just showed? Rick just showed.
Oh, that looked amazing. I really like that. I'm surprised Hasbro didn't come up with something like that for the 60th.
Right.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks to a guy on Etsy who 3D printed the heads. Mm-hmm. And then Angelo D'Annibale found the heads and started flocking them and painting them. And so you've got this great Joe head.
Very cool.
Angelo's putting them out there. He's, and he did not big expensive either. He's doing, he's very fair with his pricing. I just threw it on. That's a Marvel Legends Star-Lord.
Oh, it fit on there, huh? With the neck post.
The heads come with these little, with these grommets that fit over. They're rubber grommets, so they fit over. Actually, I wonder if I can show you.
Okay.
And see the grommet.
That's kind of like what I do with my Max Steel bodies.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And they're just, I think they're washers for faucets. Get them at the hardware store. Yeah. But the guy who 3D prints the heads sends you the washers with it, the grommets.
Very nice.
You can put them on all kinds of bodies. They fit really well.
Yeah, I'll have to get a couple of those from Annabelle.
Yeah, they're definitely worth it. Especially if you're into vintage stuff.
You do, Mike. Mike, you do Max Steel?
Yeah, I got a couple figures I wanted to show you guys that I did. I didn't have a Bullet Man growing up, so I bought my own because I wasn't going to pay $300 to eBay for it. But here's the Bullet Man I made. This is a Max Steel body.
Wow, you can't beat that.
No. And I use a chrome pin on his arm.
Uh-huh.
And another use for that Buzz Lightyear belt.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Oh, yeah. I love it. That is really exceptional.
Those chrome pens, they don't get sticky or anything. They just...
No, they work really well. Yeah. Here's another. I call this one his brother shotgun.
Nice.
And he's got I'll show you the head. It looks like JFK, the Cotswold cells.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
Shotgun.
And then this is another guy, space alien commander, I call him, Ulysses.
Oh yeah, I saw him in one of your videos.
And these are all done with the Max Steel bodies.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
This is my wife's favorite of them.
Did you flock it, or did it already come that way?
No, Cotswold flocked it.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Keith Ward says, so are all the heads interchangeable, Rick?
I guess he's asking for the small figures.
Yeah.
You can put those heads on any figure you want. You know,
Okay.
like I said, it comes with the washer, and I don't know if I can get this up there. See how big the hole is?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really big, so it fits on almost any figure you can find.
So where those are 3D printed, how long will that last? That material they use, is it pretty durable?
It seems to be. I can't say how it is. I mean, these are brand new, but
Okay.
you know, somebody who does 3D printing and uses whatever that product is, you know, I would guess it's pretty durable. And then,
Yeah.
you know, Angelo paints them and flocks them, which probably adds to durability.
Right.
Yeah, he's got to have nerves of steel. I was thinking about doing it, but I grabbed one of them heads and it was so small, and I thought I'll never stay still enough to do that.
Yeah, yeah. He's pretty good at it. He's got more patience than I do.
Yeah. And years probably.
So what else do you collect there, Mike, or what else do you do? Tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get started?
Well, I got started, I'm about 14 months into the YouTube channel. But I've been collecting, you know, all my life. So most of the stuff on my channel is the stuff that I had as a kid. So I got to thank my parents for that. They bought me all that stuff and dared me to break it. So,
Right.
and I'll show you, this is the first guy I ever got for Christmas.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Cool.
wow.
And his flock is still holding up pretty good. It's got a few patches, but
Yes.
it's held up better than my hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
I like seeing Joes like that because it shows that they've been played with and they've been loved
Yeah.
a lot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got a few with holes busted in the back and where you shot missiles in them.
So
Now you
managed-
regret it, of course.
Of course.
You managed to hang on to your original Joe, huh?
Yep.
Wow, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable. Those things were $4 or $5 when they first came out.
Amazing.
Now that little plastic doll you're featuring there is like 25.
Yeah, yeah, and going up. They're going
Yep,
up.
amazing. Oh yeah.
So,
It's probably because it's made out of oil.
Okay. Yeah. Texas tea.
Yeah, the price of oil raises the price of our toys here.
Yep.
So, do you collect a wide variety there, Mike?
I do. I got, well, these are from my childhood too. And I wanted to show you these because I know you're a big knight buff.
Okay.
So I got some of my childhood knights.
Oh man, that is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to find them in that condition too.
Oh yeah. And then this one here, I custom painted with the chrome pen.
Awesome.
yeah, that's beautiful. How did it take one pen to do that, or several?
One pen actually got me through quite a bit of projects. They last.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I collect those Cylon Warriors.
Yeah, I love those guys.
You know,
Battlestar Galactica.
I paint all of them with that pen, and I think I've got 20 of them now painted.
Wow.
You know,
An army of them.
Yeah, I haven't gone out used that whole pen up yet.
Cool. Yeah, they're nice. And this is the last one I got, the Gold Knight.
Love it.
Yeah.
Did you ever get any of the horses with the armor too?
I had one of the horses, but it got lost in the shuffle somewhere
Sure.
as a kid. Yeah.
Sure.
For some reason, For some reason, the horse you just don't want to hang on to.
Yeah. I think I've got 6 horses now, but I don't have any with the armor.
Oh,
I
wow.
never had any of the armor at all.
Mhm.
But if I see a horse, I pick it up. I mean, I just do.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can get them for $5. And I think one time I had to pay 15, but I ain't leaving no horses.
Right. Where do you usually find them? Antique stores?
Antique stores, thrift markets. Went to Goodwill a couple weeks ago and found one.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah, I found a couple at Goodwill once.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to find it. My wife always says, "Why are we going in here? You've come in here 100 times and haven't got anything." I said, "Yeah, but it's like playing the lottery. The one time you don't go, that's when you missed it." So
It's like fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
you never know what's in that bin, and you got to go look.
Yeah.
I
That's
actually
where you
have.
found some.
I actually have my silver and gold knight from when I was a kid. That is one thing that survived with a couple
Awesome.
horses, but that
Yeah.
the armor isn't complete. Unfortunately, we played hard with those guys.
Yeah,
Sure.
those guys are really, really some tough plastic too. They're durable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
You
They-
can clunk somebody in the head with one of those.
We have.
They didn't pose
Keith
great,
here.
but they looked awesome. That whole
Yeah.
Mark stuff looked awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
It
cowboys
does
and
look
all
awesome.
that stuff.
Mm-hmm. He's saying
Yeah, I
here
got
that
them. Oh, go ahead.
he's saying your night was amazing.
Thank you, sir. Elite Action Joe.
Yeah.
We're familiar with his work.
Yeah. Yeah. And anybody that has a question, go ahead and ask it. We'll try to get it up here for our guest. So what do you want to show us next?
Well, I've been working on it's a 5-team, I call them the Black Aces Mercenaries.
Okay.
And there's a couple of G.I. Joe actual bodies, and then I did do a few Max Steels.
Mhm.
But I'll try to swing this around and see if I can show it to you this way. They really
Sure.
need to be shown as a group.
All right, go right ahead.
Can you see those guys?
Oh, yes.
A
Yes.
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, they're by the headquarters, aren't they? You got them by your headquarters.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Not sure if they're really coming in that good, but
They're good.
I
They're
think-
good.
I think you get the gist of it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I can see the one that's the Max Steel too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's in the beginning stages. I got some ideals I'm going to flock a couple of them, and then I got an ideal for, I want to put like dreadlocks on one of them.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
You know how to do that? Do you know how
Yeah.
to do that?
I've got an ideal that I'm throwing around, so I'm hoping it'll work.
Well, a friend of mine, he told me that the way he did his is he went to something like a Hobby Lobby or whatever, and he got the little things that they use to what is the word when they're trying to root the hair. It's like a little needle, and they use it to root hair in Barbie dolls or dolls. And he used wool.
Oh, okay.
Like with crocheting.
Yeah.
He tied it in a knot, and then he just kept poking it through the head, and he poked about 30 or 40 through the head, and then he had them. They were just coming all over the place, and then he shaped it up a little bit and cut them the way he wanted them, and there you go.
Okay.
That's the way he did his.
That's an idea.
I've never seen that before. Never had seen that before, but hey, there's a lot of different talents out there. I bet
Oh,
you
yeah.
if we Googled it on YouTube, somebody would tell us how to do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. How to flock. Yeah.
Yeah, my grandson was actually telling me about his girlfriend doing that with her Barbies, taking the
Okay.
pen and shoving it through her head and making different colors of hair and stuff.
Keith wants to know, do you build dioramas?
I haven't yet, but I got a couple that I I got in mind. I spoke with you, I believe, about one of them, the German one.
Yeah.
And yeah, this summer I'm hoping to have it done. Once I got my garage cleaned out today, so I'm heading in there now that we got warm weather here in Michigan. And yeah, I'm gonna make a big German diorama.
Well, we
World War II.
yeah. Yeah, well, we do the Operation Hammer. We've done it for 10 years. I don't know if we're going to do it this year or not, but it's where guys get together and they create a diorama, and then they post the pictures of the diorama and try to tie a story together with all these dioramas from everybody. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But we have 2 bins, and in one bin is the Americans, and the other bin is the Germans, and we have a slew of Germans and a slew of Americans. And one Saturday we went out, me and 5 of my grandsons, and we put everything out there that we had, and it took us like 4 hours in the yard. We had this huge diorama, well, not really a diorama, but a battle scene in the yard. The only hard thing was putting it away. Didn't want to take it. Didn't want to take it down. Didn't want to put it up.
That's where the grandsons come in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have any vehicles to go along with that, Mike?
I don't have any yet. I've been kind of looking around on Marketplace, but yeah, I haven't come up with any yet. So.
And they're expensive too.
Right. Yeah.
I'll tell you a quick story. My son, he told me, he said, I've got a bunch of Joes I got to go pick up. You want to go with me? And I said, yeah. So we drove out there, and we got to this house, and this lady met us in the garage. And so we loaded all this stuff up, and my son said to her, where did you get all this? And she said, well, the reality is I got a divorce about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and my husband threw this in as part of the settlement. So I'm selling it to you guys because I want the money. I don't need this, this stuff. So we got it all. We paid, I think, $500 for it, and we got 10 vehicles.
Wow.
We really lucked out that day.
Awesome.
What were you going to say a minute ago there, Rick?
Oh, you can, I mean, you got to go searching, but you can find vehicles at flea markets still, decent prices, but you got to go to the flea markets every weekend.
Another thing you can do when you're looking for a vehicle is if you do it on Marketplace and you find something you want or you like, send them a couple of messages, and offer them something.
Okay.
You never know. This person might be trying to get rid of it, and they haven't had any offers or whatever. And then they're trying to decide, well, should I go to eBay or whatever? And it might be a better deal. Like I told one guy, I bought something from him, and he said, I'm getting ready to put this on eBay. And I said, well, I tell you what, if you'll give it to me for this price, you'll save all that trouble. You won't have to ship it, because I'm just going to drive over there and pick it up. And he said, I'm going to do that. He said, I'll lose a few bucks in order to save me some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So make a person an offer. Yeah.
Stuff is still out there. Still get good deals.
You can.
Yeah, and it's yard sale season, so
yeah.
Hopefully we'll find something.
How did you get into Mike Steel?
Into what? Oh, Max Steel?
Yeah, Max Steel. How did you get into Max Steel? Because, I have a few of them, but usually people just give them away. I've been at toy shows and they just got them there for $2 or $3 in a Ziploc baggie. I always buy them, but other people don't seem to care about them. And I was wondering how you got into it. I like them.
Oh, well, are you guys familiar with the Skunk Works studio?
Yeah.
Okay. He was making these Super Joes out of the Max Steel body. And he really went in depth with it, the way he was cutting it out and stuff like that. So I knew I couldn't go that far into it. I just didn't have the resources for it. So I started fooling around with these rubber washers like Rick's talking about. I knew once you got that headpiece stabilized, you could put any head you wanted on it.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's how. And then yeah, I just buy the bodies from eBay because you can get them bodies like 5 bodies for 20 or 30 bucks,
Right. Right.
and you can
I,
build a
I
whole
saw
army.
I saw one last night. I think he said all 10 of them was $40.
Yeah, yeah.
All
There's
10 was $40.
there's
So yeah,
different kinds. There's different kinds of Max Steel bodies, though.
Yes,
that-
there is.
I found that out the hard way.
yeah.
I think there's one of them that's nice, really nicely articulated, and then there's
Mhm.
some that are just I hate them.
They're
Right.
they're worse than the Hall of Fame bodies.
Almost, yes, pretty much.
Yeah, I picked up one that was called Vitriol, and his arms were all green, and you press
Yeah.
the button in his back, and he lights up. Well, I bought it thinking he was articulated. When I got him, the elbows wouldn't bend.
But
So
he's cool looking, though. He looks
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
flocked him. I flocked him and put some camouflage pants on him and stuff, and made him a cyborg.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
I use one of the. It's one of the villain guys, and he's got a cyber mechanical arm. And
Mhm.
there's two of them. One of them, the arm like opens up, and it's
Oh,
not
okay.
articulated. But then there's another one that does bend at the elbow, and is pretty beefy looking. And I managed to get it on a Joe. Yeah, it came out pretty good. But
Yeah, they're cool bodies to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah,
one of the
and
things. Yeah, and that's one of the things about Rick. If I go to his page, I don't know what I'm going to see because he's always got something brand new or something from way out in left field.
Yeah.
So,
I
so what are
haven't
you
even-
on, Rick? This Facebook?
Yeah, just Facebook. I'm in the all the Joe groups. You know,
Okay.
and I have my own group is called the Action Figure Playhouse, and so you can
Oh, okay.
post
Cool.
any kind of anything. It doesn't have to be just Joe's. It doesn't have to be 1/6. It can be any scale. Little toy soldiers. You know, as long as it's a
Yeah.
action figure kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Search it out and join. You can post your stuff there. Post your videos if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Terry, you started out with the little plastic men, didn't you? Your first videos, I noticed.
Let's see, what were those first videos? You got me wondering now. They're so long ago, I can't even remember.
Mhm.
Because I've got 218 videos. I don't know if that means anything, but I've got 218 videos.
These, I believe, were your 3 first videos.
Okay. Well, I think my Ford Apache is the one that has been viewed the most.
Yeah.
And that Ford Apache, the story behind that is my grandmother had a candy store, and in there she had a few toys, and I was probably about 5 or 6, and I saw that Ford Apache and I wanted that. And my dad said, "Nah, we're not getting that." And on Christmas Day, she came over and had it under her arm. And
Awesome.
my dad said, "No, I told you he's not getting that." And she said, "Get out of my way." So she gave it to me. And that was a real deep memory, is remembering her give that to me and then playing with it. Well, in the process of time, somewhere along the line, my dad lost that. He didn't care about it anyway. And we traveled a lot, and we moved around a lot, and somewhere it got lost. When I turned, I think 35, my son bought the one that you see in the video. It's exactly like the one that I had as a child, and he always heard that story. So he said, "Dad, for your birthday, I want to get it back to you." So, hey, it's very special to me. It's very special to me because, it has a provenance and a history, and it's part of my life. Believe it or not, I play Santa now. I get to be Santa. I just did it a few minutes ago before the show. These kids were walking across the street and they were holding hands, And I pulled my car over and I got out and I walked over to them and I said, "Do you know who I am?" And they said, "You look like Santa." I said, "That's right, I'm Santa. And I just wanted to tell you that I caught you being good. You're holding hands." And boy, they were so happy. And then, I gave them each a candy cane. I love that. Well, the
Yeah.
reality is, it's amazing that I'm doing this because my dad never allowed us to celebrate Christmas all my
Oh, wow.
growing up
Yeah.
life. So talk about a flip.
Yeah,
That's
really.
Yeah.
He didn't
I love-
celebrate Festivus, did he?
He didn't celebrate nothing. My
Oh, okay.
dad. I don't want to get off into something else, but unfortunately, my dad was just messed up. He was a messed
Okay.
up person. Don't
Yeah.
Google him because you'll find him out there on. I think he's even got his own Wikipedia page.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. My son went to Comic-Con. He went to Comic-Con in Atlanta, and when you get an Uber, it tells who the person is you're picking up.
Mhm.
So when my son got in the car, he said, "Are you related to the famous Stare?" My son said, "Oh, you mean my grandfather?" And he said, "Yeah. He said, "Yeah, we're related, but don't hold it against me."
The famous stare.
Yeah. But I love Christmas and I love toys. That's why I say toys are fun. When you're brought up in a family that does not allow you to have fun, doesn't allow you to enjoy life, doesn't allow you to have birthday parties, all that stuff. Then when you're able to do it, maybe you get a little crazy about it.
Yep.
And
Got to make up for lost time.
my wife said, "Another Joe? How many do you need?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
that's
always
what
say,
my wife.
you can't get enough.
That's what my wife just told me about a month ago. Look at this place. You got G.I. Joes laying everywhere, every room.
Right. But it's fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't take drugs. I just play with toys.
There you go.
Yeah.
I went to a small G.I. Joe show last weekend, and I bought the new classified Vamp, the
Mhm.
truck. So
Yeah.
it's a pretty big box, and I snuck it into the garage. I was afraid to bring it in the house because,
Uh-oh.
but I got caught. So
Oh my
I'm not
goodness.
I'm not buying near as much as I used to. So
Right.
it's kind of a trade-off.
Yeah, I try to stay away from the vehicles as much as possible because I know that takes up a lot of room.
Yeah.
And
A lot of space.
yeah.
Well, we went to
But-
Joe Lanta with my grandson when he was 6. I have 11 grandchildren, so
You're blessed.
we went with Michael when he was 6, and he had brought along about $100 that he had saved up. He was too little to even understand what he was doing, but he just wanted to go and buy this stuff,
Mhm.
And when we got there, Ricky Puckett was unloading his truck. And I said, "Ricky, he's looking for 2 things. He's looking for a vehicle and he wants some kind of a play set." And he bought both of Ricky's play set and vehicle right off the back of the truck. And he still has it to this day. So,
Awesome.
he don't care about it no more because he's now 18 and he don't
Yeah.
care about G.I. Joes anymore. But someday he'll look back and he'll say, "Papa, you still got my tank?" And I'm going to say, "I still got your tank, boy."
Yeah.
Better to beg forgiveness than ask permission.
There you go.
Action Joe Fix got it right.
Well, my wife collects teapots. She loves teapots, and so I think she's got maybe 120 teapots.
Hmm.
So every time I buy a Joe, I make sure I find her a teapot somewhere. That kind of smooths it over. But if I go in her tea room and I say, "This is just crazy, these teapots," she said, "Do you want me to go in your Joe room?"
Let me ask you this. Have you ever broke one of her teapots?
Not a chance, brother. I bought those glass cases. You know what I'm talking about at IKEA to put my
Yep.
Joes in it.
Oh, good.
They stand along the wall with her teapots in it now.
Okay.
My Joes are in bins.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have that problem, do you, Rick? You don't have any Joes in bins, do you?
Do you want to see what I got next to me?
Yeah. Let's see it. Let's see it.
You
If
got
you
it.
can turn the camera on.
You might not ask me back anymore after
Oh,
this. Let me see if I can show you what. Now I'm in the basement. You can see, there's stuff
okay.
behind me. So
That's
this is
okay. That's okay.
this is what's to the other side of me.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it looks like my room. It looks like my room too.
Awesome.
I
That's great.
envy these guys that have it all nice and
Mhm.
all these beautiful Joes and stuff. My guys I don't know, there's feet sticking out of boxes and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I've lost track of most of what I got.
Right. Me too.
So
Well, that's to be fair, I try to sell maybe 1 or 2 GI Joes a month now, and at that rate, I'll probably take forever to get rid of them all. But
Yeah.
I've got a lot of extras. I've got a lot of doubles, and people call me up all the time and say, "Hey Terry, I found this. You want it?" And I'll buy it just to to pass it on to somebody else. So you're right. I don't know where everything is. I don't know what all I have, but I enjoy having the fun. My English Bobby or London Bobby will be coming out probably in another week. There's only going to be 12 of them. So if you want to get one, you're going to have to, get in touch with me and get on the list because they're going to probably go before I can even say they're ready.
What do you make them out of? GI Joe bodies?
No, it'll be made out of a Cotswold body, but the uniforms are what is unique because the uniform is being made special for the Bobby. The hats, the Bobby hats were made in London by a creator over there. He made all the 12 Bobby hats that I've got, sent them here to me from London. The box was designed by Randall Wall, who lives in Canada. I've been working with Randall for years, and he usually does all my graphic designs and things like that. And then each one of the different pieces, have been made by different people. Like the Jim Edgar's making the billy clubs for me because for some reason I can't find billy clubs, so I had to have Jim make me my billy clubs. But they're going to look exactly like the ones that sometimes you can get from GI Joe or Cotswold.
Yeah.
How many do you have ready to sell?
12.
Okay.
Yeah,
And that's as far as you go with it. That's the limit.
There won't be any more. That's right.
That's cool.
Yeah, and we probably will. The boxes are on the way in the mail right now, and as soon as I get a box, then I'm going to show one. I'll premiere it on my channel and on my YouTube. I mean, on my Facebook page to just let everybody know. It's ready now. You want one? Let's get in line.
Yeah,
but sure. I believe I've already got 5 people have already said put me down. So that doesn't leave a whole lot left.
No. First come, first serve.
First come, first serve. And Randall did not get one, and Terrell didn't get one of the last one that I made. And Terrell is still mad at me because he said, Terry, you told me you put me on the list, and I don't remember, talking to him about it. But he said, you told me you put me on. So he's still mad that he didn't get one. And that was a very unique figure. We did that during the pandemic, and it was the adventure of the the toxic monkey or something like that. Can't remember the whole name of it, but I worked with Greg Arturo to create that one. He sewed every costume himself, all the uniforms.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now did he used to work for Hasbro? Did I catch that right? Or
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you watch last week's, you'll see the other figure that we're working on now. That should be probably in another month or two. That one should be
Mhm.
ready.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do 1 or 2 creations a year.
Okay.
That they're called Stairway Customs, and Jimmy Buffett. That was the first one that I ever did, and
Uh-huh.
he came with shorts and a Hawaiian shirt. He had his
Cool.
little flip flops on, and he had a coconut drink with a little straw hanging out of it. That was
Oh,
the
wow.
first I did, and I'm telling you, when I showed those at Joe Atlanta, if I'd have had 25, I'd have sold all of them because everybody
Wow.
wanted them.
Look out.
Yeah.
And the sad thing about that one is that I didn't even get one of that one because I sold them all. I didn't even keep them.
Hate
All I
when
got
that happens.
So
I only make one of a kind, and I keep it.
there you go. Well, it's time for us to get out a mayonnaise jar. I don't know if you've seen this part of
Uh-oh.
our.
Did he get it cleaned out?
No, it's not. but I didn't. I actually left the questions down here in the basement, so they've fermented a different way for a while. So these are our famous questions, scientifically calibrated by the Toys Are Fun lab. And
Well, I never was good at science, so I might not be able to answer them.
oh, you'll be able to answer. Yeah, science has nothing to do with it. But once you answer these questions, Mike, our viewing audience will know everything about you.
Oh,
And
no.
I mean everything. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. What is the best fast food?
The best fast food to me is Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. Yes.
Okay.
Why not? What's your favorite action movie?
Is Jaws considered an action movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll go with Jaws.
All right. A classic. Classic. Speaking of Jaws, what's the scariest animal?
A Wolverine.
Wolverine.
They're
Bad.
good at football too.
They're bad. Bad. And a good movie. What was the movie with the Wolverines in it?
Big Red One or
No, the one with the kids when the Russians attack America and the kids are
Yeah.
running around.
Oh, Red Dawn. Red Dawn.
Red Dawn.
Red Dawn. Yeah.
I had the red part right.
Yeah.
Mustard or mayo?
Mustard all the way.
Good man. Good man. What's your favorite smell?
Am I allowed to say that on the airways?
Sure.
Yeah, I guess so.
A woman.
Oh.
Well, I said perfume last week, so I don't want to smell it in the air. I want to smell it on a woman.
That's the
Right.
number one answer, by the way.
Yeah.
Do you believe in Bigfoot? Not think
No.
about this. No?
I don't.
Oh, that tells a lot.
He believes
Who's
in
your
Wolverines, but not Bigfoot.
Do you have a favorite movie star?
Charlton Heston.
Oh, classic. I love it. That's awesome. All right, this is a tough one.
Okay.
Name one thing you own that you should throw away.
That I should throw away? That is a toughie. I'll say a pair of old tennis shoes.
All right. No one's ever said that. That's the first. Name a place that you would like to visit that you've never been to.
Alaska.
Alaska.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the last one. This is another very telling question, and this will pretty much wrap it up.
All right.
Have you ever seen a UFO?
No.
No. No.
I guess I won't be welcome back.
No, no, you absolutely would be. Well, absolutely welcome back anytime. You got more. You must have a ton more Joes to show. Much
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
work. Yeah.
What's your
We gotta see all that.
favorite? What's your favorite in your collection? Do you have a favorite in your
My
collection?
favorite, maybe the guy that does all my news reports, and that's my talker.
Oh yeah,
I watched your last video with him.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that one tonight too. That's fun. I love that
Mhm.
guy.
Yeah, me
love
too.
Yeah. Oh,
Action Joe Figs. He's asking what is the figure that is upcoming. That I think he's talking about the one that me and Arturo are making. I suggest you watch last week's show, the 29th episode. We actually showed a picture of it.
Yeah.
Well, not a picture. We showed the actual figure. You just got a quick glimpse of it. I don't know if we've actually named it yet. So go back and watch that show and then send me a message. Tell me what you think.
Yeah.
What
It's a cool
what kind of things come to your mind when you think about your collections or about Joe's or about action figures or any of that? What
Well, probably
connected?
my biggest memory was back in my childhood. We had railroad tracks right across the street from our house.
Okay.
And me and a childhood friend used to dig out holes and make caves for our GI Joes. And he became my best friend and is still my best friend to today.
Oh,
wow.
isn't that awesome?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Have you been able to get all your German uniforms that you wanted?
Somewhat. I'm still working on a few just to get them to, like you said to me before, I got many that they just look like different pieces. I'm trying to get more that are all one, like battalion, I guess you would say.
Well,
Is that the correct word?
If you have a particular uniform that you'd like, why don't you get a picture of it or get one of your figures with a picture of it and post it on my group and tell people that this is what you're looking for. You know, we had a guy on a few weeks ago who's collecting just the World War I GI Joes, and he put that out there that he's collecting just, and people have actually sent them to him for free. They just said,
cool.
I got one. Here, you can have it for your set or for your thing. So you never know. You might put out there that you're looking for a German uniform and somebody says, I got one down here. I didn't even use it. Tell me what your address is.
That is the awesome thing about this community. I've reached out. I haven't even reached out to people, but I mentioned stuff on my videos and they sent it to me for free.
That's right. This is a great community.
Oh, yeah.
I love GI Joes. I love the whole thing about it. One night I posted on my own page that my grandson was in the hospital and having an operation, and that I wanted everybody to pray for his family because they were financially having a problem right then, and they sent money to my son to help him out during that time. I thought,
awesome.
wow, these guys are awesome.
Yeah,
I love our hobby, and I love all the guys that are in it, and gals. There's some gals in it that are cool. I'm trying to get a gals to be guests, but I think they're a little shy.
Yeah, that's a thing. You mentioned the women. 50% of my base is women.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting.
What is your favorite? What does that mean? Let's see if you guys know what he's talking about here.
Oh, what is your favorite Fago?
My favorite Fago is cream soda.
Oh, okay. And he says, I might have a German uniform for you. There you go.
All right.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Action Joe Figure says, wait till you see the Phantom I'm working on. That's Phantom is he's one of my favorites too.
I pondered doing a Phantom. I love that figure too.
Yeah.
I made a custom Phantom. I based them on the old serial, and I forget the guy's name who played them. And a fellow in Australia ended up buying them from me off of eBay.
Wow.
Yeah, that was interesting. And I
One
wished I didn't sell them, but
Yeah. But one of our guests, I'm trying to remember, Olson, I think his name was Olson. He did a Phantom from the 1800s.
oh yeah,
I had never seen that. I didn't realize that the Phantom was that old.
Yeah, I didn't either. I have to look that up.
You know, in the
Yeah,
comic.
the family line goes way back, and it's
Yeah.
father to son, father to son.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Go way back past the pirates and stuff like that. I think.
Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you want to see that figure, go back and watch that show with Olson.
For sure.
And he actually shows the figure that he created that is the Phantom from the 1800s. It was really cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He has a flintlock gun instead of, the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the old flintlocks.
Me too.
Mike, you do 1/18 scale figures, the small guys?
I haven't went that small, but I do like some of those too. They're pretty cool too.
Yeah,
I think they're Joy Toy. Is that what they call them?
there's Joy Toy and
Mhm.
several others. One of the companies that makes them is Boss Fight Studio, and they do a Phantom, and they did an old style Phantom.
Really?
Yeah, you can look them up. Boss Fight Studio. They called Hero Hacks.
Okay.
And they did Tarzan, Phantom, Flash Gordon, and they're really nice figures. Of course I have them.
What do they cost? What do they cost, Rick?
They're like $30.
Okay.
You
You
know.
can get them on eBay probably, huh?
Yeah, well, you can buy right from Boss Fight, but like they only make so many of them and then they disappear. So you might have to, if you want to look for them again, you might have to go on eBay.
Yeah,
Well,
I think I've seen where Cotswold is selling them now. The little
It might
18-inch
be.
figure, or
Yeah.
1/18th, you called it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a popular line. Very popular.
Well, my son collects all kinds of toys too. And when I had him on my show, he really was not ready. He had a busy day and he wasn't ready. And the only thing he was able to really show us that night was the Spirit that he had. And this is a 12-inch GI Joe that's modeled after the little tiny 1/8 GI Joe Spirit, and it is perfect. This guy sculpted the face, put all the hair on him. I mean, he looks just like the little tiny figure, and he's got the gun. He's got all the darts that shoot out of it. That was an amazing figure. And I asked Terry, I said, well, how long did you wait for that figure? He said, it took me 1.5 years because this guy does customs and he doesn't do it in a hurry. You have to order it. You have to pay for the whole thing. And then you have to wait until he's done.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that was another unique figure that I had seen. There's a lot of good customizers out there. But
For sure.
I don't think we all know about them because, you have to really be in the right place at the right time to hear about it.
Yeah.
Have you sold any of your customs?
No, I'm one of those people. These things become my kids. I can't
Right.
sell them.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, there are
I regret all the ones I sold.
exactly. And I walked by the I think it was I could be wrong, but I think it was the Playing Mantis, the Action Man Phantom. Didn't Playing Mantis make the Action Man?
Yep. Captain
yeah.
Action. Yep.
Yeah, Captain Action. That's right. It was $10.
Oh,
Wow.
you should have grabbed it.
And, every time I think about it, I said, "Why didn't I not buy that?"
Was it in the box?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
that's like that's like $150 or something like
I
that.
know, I know.
Where did you see it at again?
Well, when you go to Toy Atlanta,
Oh, okay. The show.
yeah, when you go to the show, what usually happens is that, you know, the first day there's so much excitement because everybody's trying to see what are they going to have for sale? What are they going to have for sale?
Mm.
These guys do a lot of trading and a lot of bartering back and forth with people, and they sell a lot of stuff. But when you go at the last hour, okay, the last hour, everybody knocks their prices down. Everybody, they don't want to take this stuff home, and so you can find. Well, that day I had already spent all my money because I'd already got all kinds of good other stuff.
Bummer.
But that now when I think back on it, I should have found a way to get that $10.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have borrowed it.
Yeah. I had already borrowed 150.
Oh,
You know, I needed 150 for a particular thing that I was buying, and one of the vendors is my friend, and she PayPal'd me the money right then, and I was able to go to the ATM and get it out, and then go buy what I needed. So I just could ask her for 10 more. No big deal.
That's a good friend.
Oh, I have lots of friends, and now you're one of them.
For sure.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, it's been fun. This has been fun. I really appreciate you coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Sharing your stuff. I'm going to put a link in the what is it called? In the introduction or whatever underneath here to help people maybe go to your site, and if they have not already subscribed, maybe they'll go ahead and subscribe. And
I appreciate that.
Let's help build each other's channels, share each other's stuff, and
we got to get Rick a channel.
Yeah, no.
Rick's trying to take over mine.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he's not.
No, I'm just a sidekick. I'm just
Rick is my Ed McMahon, and he's wonderful. I really like Ed. I mean, Ed.
The Brigadier General.
Brigadier. That's right. Yeah, I saw that.
Thank you again, Rick, for being here and always having your mayonnaise jar ready to go.
Anytime. I love it. I love it.
Listen, have a good evening. Thank y'all for joining us. I hope you'll have a good week, and make sure you check with us next time. Go back and watch some of the old shows. You never know what you might have missed. And make sure you go and watch Mike Combs' channel too. He's got some good stuff on there. Thank you all, guys. And remember, like I always say, toys are fun. Bye.
Thanks, guys.